In this video, I will be going over stocks that are reporting earnings in the first week of November. Down below right here, you can see all the stocks that are reporting. If I'm speaking too fast, just go ahead, pause the video, and then you guys could view all the stocks. And I have the volume. This is the volume in the daily time frame. This is the description of the stocks names, and this is the division, exactly what they do. So on Monday, we're going to start out. We have Baker Hughes reporting Monday morning. On the Baker Hughes chart, we have this declining trend line from the pre-flash crash high, and it connects all the way over currently, and we're actually holding below it. And just as of Thursday of last week, we have a declining 5-day moving average. We still are above the 200, so I'm bullish on this stock. Now, you know, everybody knows none of that means anything if the stock reports negative earnings. And if that is the case, we're going to look for the 100 and the 50-day moving averages to be support. And you can see 43.09 is the 100, 41.95 is the 50. If we beat on earnings, we're going to look to break out of this trend line and retest this $50 level over the next week. Next, we have CTSH. I don't know how to pronounce it. The name's up here, guys. It's a technology company, and the stock trades 2.7 million shares on average per day. Right now, it looks decent. Nice uptrend. We're still in a buy, even though we have a declining 5-day moving average. We're above the 21, but we almost got to close below it on Friday. If they miss on earnings, this stock could sell off pretty hard, because you see the volume start increasing on this down move we've had over the past 3 days. So we're going to look for 63.48 and then eventually this 60 level to be support. If we beat on earnings, most definitely we're going to break out of the high we put in on the 25th, which is the one here high at 68.87. GLW Corning reports, and right now we're above the 200-day moving average, so we're still bullish. And if we miss, look for the 50 and the 100 to be support. If we beat, we really need to get above this August high, which was around 1939, in order to get a move back up to 21. Humana reports, and they look good. They chart looks phenomenal. We've had just numerous updates over this past 3 weeks, and we have a ascending 5-day moving average right now. If I'm sure a lot of the earnings numbers are already baked into the stock, so I don't know how big the surprise will be. But if they miss, there's going to be some quick profit taking, I can assure you that. We're going to look for this 55 to 54 hold numbers to be support. Lowe's reports, and we have right now currently we're holding support at the 21-day moving average, and this is going to give us a broad general idea of how construction spending is for home owners. As you know, people are fixing up their current houses instead of buying new ones nowadays. Then we have Big Boy Simon Property Group, and this is going to be very, very critical. You know, they just got an upgrade last week to 110 by Barclays Capital. So right now I'm really focused on watching this, and it's going to affect all the other companies since Simon Property is pretty much the biggest one. Also on Monday, we have Anadarko Petroleum reported, APC. They are a crude, petroleum, and natural gas oil extracting service company, and basically kicks off the week with we're gonna have more service companies reporting, which I'll go over in the video. So right now it looks decent. I mean, we're above the 200. Over the last 2 days we're down, but if we miss, we're gonna look for the 200-day moving average at 54.99 to be some support. And then we also have 2 small companies reported. One is Vivus. They ran up on Friday, which got them right up to the 200-day moving average before they sold it off. So this could be a good quarter for Vivus and potentially take it to $9 over the next month. And then we have Vulcan Materials, which has been on a down tear throughout this, I guess, last year, and basically I'm very bearish on this trend. We just put in a lower high and they're gunning for a lower low. So Monday, regardless of the situation, we'll look for 35.40 to be a support level if they miss on earnings, and then if they beat, hopefully we could get some more residual buying into the stock to produce a higher high around this 38.60 level. Tuesday, we have ABC reporting. I'm not going to go over all support and resistance levels, guys, because I don't have enough time. This stock looks great. It declined shortly, but then they brought it right back up. I'm bullish on this chart right here. British Petroleum's reporting. This is the second quarter after the oil disaster, so it's going to be pretty good to see if they've gained back some of the customers that they lost because of this incident. Then we have Cameron International, which is a construction, mining, and materials holding company. We have Clorox, which is a maker of home products, soap, detergents, and other cleaning items that people use in their homes, and this is going to be good to see where the consumer spending is going. We have Kellogg reporting, which is a nice dividend stock. It basically hasn't done much over this past 4 months, and over the past 1 month we've only had a $2.38 trading range. So for active day traders, I wouldn't recommend this, but if you're an investor and you're looking for a decent dividend, this would be a stock that you'd turn to. Medco Health Solutions, which is a drugstore, and they look decent on their chart after they came off this was actually a stock that I picked the bottom on around this 44 level, and then they had a nice run up to 52. Over the past month we have a $3.50 trading range. So if we beat on earnings, we're going to look for a run back up to the 200-day moving average, which is right here at around 56.57. If we miss, look for 49.56 to be support. Then we have Cisco reporting, which is a grocery store and they sell other products. Teva Pharmaceuticals, Kramer fave. The chart looks very bearish. It's going to be interesting to see how they report. Then we have Asia Computer Programming Data Processing Company, reports on Tuesday as well. This chart looks very bullish. Electronic Arts, Computer Programming Data Processing, I believe they also make video games as well. Hartford Financial, and we have Lincoln Financial. Both the charts look the same. It's going to be interesting to see how these do. They sell life insurance, basically just insurance companies. And then we have Wynn. You know, LVS beat on earnings. Marriott had a better expected quarter. It's going to be interesting to see how Wynn is as well. I'm very excited. Next on Wednesday, we kick it off with Aetna reporting in the morning. We're right at the 200-day moving average here. Then we have Agrium, which is an agriculture chemical company. Next we have ANR, Alpha Natural Resources, which is a coal and lignite mining company. Then we have CVS, Walgreens competitor, right here at support around the 150-day moving averages. MGM also reports on Wednesday, so we already know MGM is going to have some of the news already priced into it because Wynn reports Tuesday after the close. Next we have TAP. It's a Molson Coors brewing company. It's going to tell us how people are consuming alcohol. That's always a good note. Then we have Pulte Homes, which is a builder. It's going to give us a look at an insight of the XHB index. Then we have WellPoint, another accident, health, and insurance and medical company. Then we have Chesapeake Energy, and remember, natural gas actually got a pop over the past week, so this could be a pop for Chesapeake Energy and maybe head back up to the 200 around 23.40. Intrepid Potash, which is an ag and mining stock, they report right here on Wednesday as well, and this stock looks like it's breaking out. News Corporation, which is a published company. Prudential, which is life insurance. Rig, another oil and gas service extraction stock, reporting. And then Whole Foods, and they're projected to beat earnings once again. Whole Foods has been on a tear upwards. It seems like this stock, everyone loves this store. I know I personally go to it. I love it, and usually they have better than expected earnings almost every time they report, and it's also good day trading after they report as well. Thursday we start with AIG reporting. AIG's been trading in a little flag pattern, and we could potentially break up to 45.90. Then we have Apache, another crude, petroleum, and natural gas service company, also in the OIH. Next we have CBOE. This is the second quarter since it reported its IPO. Then we have DirecTV, which has been on a nice climb up, hitting one-year highs just on Thursday. And Dish Network's also going to be one that it looks like a chart about to break out. If DirecTV reports good, they'll break out. GMXR is the next one I'm looking at. They're a service company as well, and this stock hasn't been doing much, but if they beat, I think they could break up to the 100-day moving average at 546. RGLD, Royal Gold, reports on Thursday as well. Then we have Suncor, which is a petroleum refining company, and they look pretty good. They're right at this internal ascending trend line, and if we beat, we're going to bounce up to probably the 33 level. Then we have Watson Pharmaceuticals reporting, and the reason I typed them up because more people are being hooked on prescription medication. I see it every single day. It's sad, but that's why this stock is booming, because they can't get enough of this medication. Everything they get, they're buying out of. Activision reports computer programming, data processing. Then we have Bebe, B-E-B-E, and they are a retail company. Give us some insight of the retail sales. Also Crocs, which make those funky shoes. FLR, Fluor Corp, which is a heavy construction company. Then we have Kraft Foods, more consumer spending. And we have Starbucks, retail consumer spending. And Starbucks really looks like it's going to break out here, guys. If it could get over this high and hold back here from June, which was at 28.50, I think Starbucks could go higher. On an earnings beat, it will break that level and probably head 30-31. Starting Friday morning, we have American Tower Corporation, which is a communications company, and they look like their chart's about to break out as well. Then we have Dish Network. See, I told you guys, look at this daily chart. If we could get a beat on Friday, then this thing's really going to pop and get over the 200-day moving average and start taking out prior resistance levels, 2094 and around this 2185 level. Foster Wheeler, which is a construction company, they report, and Kramer loves this stock for some reason. He always endorses it on his show. As for the chart looking, we have the last few days we've been in a little up range, but nothing that's confirmed bullish. And if I had to say, we did make a higher high here, and this could be a base for a higher low. The moving averages all look bearish, but they could be not less of importance if the stock beats on earnings. They'll break right through them. Then we have PXP, Plains Corporation. They're mining. That's what sector they're in. Then they have crude, petroleum, and natural gas, which is another service stock. And then last but not least, Beazer Homes, which also usually reports on Fridays. They're another builder, and that will also affect the XHB index. So you guys have a great weekend. I hope this stock video that I just did helps you guys with identifying what stocks are reporting on which days. You got a quick glimpse of the charts, and you guys have a great week trading. I hope you guys make some money.